Wow.
Like a spray bottle head.
I know. Okay, can you get me my fan actually? Otherwise, we're gonna be here for 5 hours.
Who approved this?
Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be doing a makeup playtime on camera, mostly just because this has been such a long week that like I desperately need to just have some fun with makeup, and I was like, let's just go ahead and record this and make this week's video, so come join us in the fun. All right, let's go ahead and get started here. The first thing that I wanted to talk about is like all of the products that I already have on my face. So for base today, I do have the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Gel Tint in the shade 7, and then I contoured my face with the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Bronzer and Contour in the shade Light Medium. I actually really like this product, mostly just because the undertones of this actually do lean a lot cooler, so you actually do get a contour effect with this product. Some of the other shades are obviously a lot warmer as well, so you do have variety just within this product, but it blends out really well, doesn't pick up on your foundation, so I really like this. On top of that, just to warm up my skin a little bit, I do have the Vieve Modern Bronzer in the shade Light. This is really nice. Also blends beautifully on top of the skin. And then to warm up my complexion even more, I do have the Mercier Tinted Moisturizer Blush in the shade Coastline. I talk about this all the time. I love this shade. It's just like the perfect neutral rosy tone that just looks awesome on just about like anybody with a more yellowish kind of golden undertone, so would highly recommend. And then I did set my makeup down a little bit with the number 7 Lift and Luminate Triple Action Finishing Powder in the shade Light, which looks really good underneath the eyes. And then in my eyebrows, I have the Kosas Air Brow in the shade Taupe. So that is currently what is on my face. So the first product we're going to add onto our face together on camera is the Vieve Nova Glow Liquid Light in the shade Ballerina. This is honestly one of my new favorite liquid highlights. It's such a beautiful tone to it. It has like more of that pinky shade to it. However, it has that silver reflect in it that gives it that intense highlight effect on your face. And I always like to just do 3 dots. I think I actually did more significant dots on the right side of my face, but that's okay. We'll just blend all of this together. And I'm just gonna go ahead and pat this in. This is honestly so nice. If you are somebody where like, I know festivals are coming up, and so if you want something that's gonna be like a blinding highlight but still look really creamy and really blends into your skin and also dries down and stays all day long, like I would highly recommend checking out the Vieve Ballerina Nova Glow Liquid Light. Like I love all of the other shades, but the Ballerina shade, because of this pink base, just gives it a little bit something that like I absolutely adore. To start with our eyes today, we are going to be playing with the Icy Nude palette from Huda Beauty. I actually picked this up a while ago. I haven't had a chance to play with it yet, so I'm excited to play with it today. We are going to be dipping into the shade High Life to do my crease, and to start there, I am thinking that I really want to do something that's going to be a little bit more on like the purple side. I don't know, I'm just feeling like purple can be a really fun shade to play with while I'm trying to escape from this horrible week. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this into my crease. Honestly, Huda Beauty eyeshadows blend so well. They're so impressive. Okay, and then to just deepen everything, I'm gonna take this next matte shade, which is Unapologetic here, and I'm going to go ahead and put that into a C shape on my eye. I'm not doing anything revolutionary today, okay? Because I just feel like, you know, when you're tired, it's a tough time to be a revolutionary, you know what I mean? Revolutionary? A revolutionary? Thank you.
A revolutionist?
A revolution. Okay, and then for my all over eyelid shade, I am torn between doing VVS, which is like this beautiful, more of like a, I would classify this more as like a taupey kind of a glitter, or if I want to do Diamond Dew, which is more of a silver shade. I'm gonna do Diamond Dew. It looks kind of fun. So we're gonna dip into this with our finger. Oh, I see. This is one of those like, oh my gosh, okay, all right. So this is one of those glitter formulas where it feels really spongy in the pan because it's like a really soft glitter, but it picks up really nicely on your fingers. So let's go ahead and see how this translates to the eye. And I'm just gonna tap it in. Oh yeah, okay. All right guys, well, if you wanted a lot of glitter, this is a really good formula. Holy crap, I am so impressed. Okay, all right, Huda Beauty, not messing around here. I really like this. Holy moly. Man, okay, all right. If you guys are looking for a good glitter palette for festivals, concerts, anything this summer, like, bro, this is it. You do have enough shades in here that you could build a relatively warm look if you wanted to, but this glitter shade just like, wow. Okay, I don't really necessarily want to do like anything else in terms of an eyeshadow, but honestly, just using those 3 shades, I'm already like so bought in. Her eyeshadow formulas are always really good. Okay, we are going to line the eyes with the ColourPop gel liner. This is the Multichrome one, and I have this in the shade Acting Up. So, gonna go ahead and quickly do a winged liner here. Man, these ColourPop gel eyeliners are like incredible. They're so easy to use. They're super long wear, super pigmented. Like, look at how nice and easy that was. Like, there's no dragging on the lid. Like, this is just a phenomenal formula. Okay, we're gonna add even more glitter to our eye look just because I want to go a little bit more funsies with this today. This is a product from Urban Decay. This is their Moondust glitter eyeliner, and I have this in the shade Distortion. I saw this actually online and I was super curious about it because I was like, glitter eyeliners I feel like are pretty hard to pull off, and so I'm just curious to see like how this looks. So this is what this shade looks like swatched on my hand. I'm a little bit nervous about this because I don't necessarily feel like it is the most like opaque line. I'm gonna go ahead and apply it on the top of my liner, and then I'm also gonna bring this all the way down underneath and kind of just do like a glitter look underneath my eye to just really brighten everything and just make this like funsies. So all right, let's go ahead and do this. All right, well, first of all, let me just say that the glitter flecks are definitely like really sparkling with this eyeliner. Like, that part is super impressive. The application is not the best, though. I don't know if I would expect a glitter eyeliner to be able to be super opaque just because the way that like you're literally putting glitter on your face. So I don't know that it's gonna be like that super easy natural line. So here's what I would recommend if you purchase this eyeliner. And well, I do hope that this is a long wear formula. It's from Urban Decay, so I kind of believe and trust that it will be. But you're gonna wanna really get that brush in there whenever you are about to apply this product. And then just know that you're gonna have to go over multiple times to really build this up to the point that you want it. If you are somebody where you just want a little bit of a fairy dust of glitter, you don't need to worry about going back in. But if you're somebody where you're like using this to really build up a shit ton of glitter, then you are gonna have to go over it. What I will say is that once you lay down one layer, you can easily build on top of it, so it's really nice. The only other thing I am gonna comment about is that as it dries down, there is a slight burning feeling. It's not so intense that it's making my eyes water, but I can definitely feel it as it's drying down. I'm just like, ooh. Yes, there is a slight stinging sensation, so I'm not really sure where that came from. Glitter, I feel like it's shimmering like kind of green yellow, and then as I turn my face, it turns a little bit more like holographic. So I think this is really cool. I actually really like it. Let's go ahead and move on to our final 2 products of the day. So we are going to be testing out the Makeup by Mario Master Mascara Volumizing Mascara. I just actually picked this up during the Vieve sale at Sephora, so hopefully this is good. This is very like traditional Makeup by Mario like packaging. It's a soft matte feel, very simple. Actually feels a little bit like the Shiseido mascara, actually. The packaging is very similar to that. So, all right, let's go ahead and take a little look at the brush. All right, so this looks like something I would relatively enjoy. It's got that Christmas tree kind of a cone shape to it. Pigment looks black, black, black. So let's go ahead and try this out on our lashes. I am not going to use a primer because I want to see how this looks on its own. Wow, my baby hairs are just like stuck to my face, eh? Really just goes with the theme of this week. So, all right, let's go ahead and see how this looks. This is a really nice mascara, you guys. Like, my lashes are very volumized, definitely lengthened, well separated. Like, this is a good mascara. Okay, I figured out what this reminds me of, actually, because I think it's similar. Not quite, but it's kind of similar to the Victoria Beckham mascara that I just tried, where it's like more of a wet formula, but the Victoria Beckham formula was like way more wet in terms of how it applied to your lashes. This just feels like it's the perfect consistency of like that moussey feeling where it just glides onto itself really well, and it builds really well and easily. But I don't think, like, this doesn't feel like it's going to flake on me, and it doesn't feel like it was adding like particles, if that makes sense, on my lashes. Like, it just feels like it was coating each lash in like this beautiful inky like mascara. And so like, I'm really impressed with it, honestly. Like, I really like this. I am also wearing it on my lower lashes. I don't love it as much on the lower lashes. Like, this looks really clumpy right here, but on my upper lashes, like, this is a dream. All right, we're gonna go ahead and set our face down with the new Huda Beauty Easy Bake Setting Spray. So this has rice starch, niacinamide, hyaluronic acids, alcohol-free and fragrance-free, which you guys know I am always a huge fan of. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I was expecting it to have a cap. It does not have a cap. It's a twisty, so you can, it's very similar to the MAC Fix Plus also has this kind of packaging to it. And you can hear, obviously, as you shake it, they have like the beads in there to make sure that you're really mixing up the formula before you spray it on your face. So let's test the mist first. This makes me nervous. Oh, there we go. Oh. Okay, not a long mist. Definitely fragrance free. Okay, so let's go ahead and try this out. That is a garbage mist.
Wow, you're like, yeah. It's like a super soaker.
This is, wow. Wow, I am drenched. What the F? Okay, all right. It looks like I got rained on. So I'm gonna let this try on my face, but I will tell you guys right now, this is not my favorite mist. No. No. Even if this makes my makeup last all day long, that spritzer was literally, no, what is this? Like Windex comes out better than this in like a spray bottle. No. This packaging is god-awful, cannot approve. Okay, I added a quick lip just to kind of complete this look. Obviously, you guys know I always reach for my Nabla Cosmetics Beyond Jelly Sheer Lipstick in the shade Lunar these days, because it just gives you that perfect brown nude, which just kind of goes with pretty much every look that you could possibly wear. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will definitely say right now that, like, if you are looking for additional things to pick up during the Sephora sale, I would highly recommend, again, checking out the Milk Makeup Skin Tint, because this is just one of my favorites. The Makeup by Mario mascara has impressed me so far. I'm really hoping that this actually does last for a really long time on the lashes and doesn't have any flaking. And then again, if you are looking to add more glitter to everything that you are doing in your life, which is what I needed to feel better about everything today, I would highly recommend the Huda Beauty Icy Nude palette. And then also the Moondust glitter eyeliner from Urban Decay is actually really nice. Now that it's dried down, everything feels like it's really intact on my face. And like, I really like this. Like, it looks so good underneath the eyes. I don't feel like it's creasing or anything. Like, I like it. This is good stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please feel free to like this video, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and follow us over on Instagram if you haven't, because allegedly I post reels now. Yeah. And I will see you guys in next time's video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.